here today.
Yes.
It's a big egg. And that's a little bitty egg. It's American crow egg right there. And that one right there, the egg is hatched. It's gone.
Yes. Yes, sir. It is.
Pioneer music. They got the fireplace working again. Hadn't worked in 5 years. Got it working a couple days ago.
Wheel in and wheel out,
Yeah.
you know.
Where they, they're like frying pans and
They
then
make the
legs, they're called
candles.
spiders, and you put them right into the
Candle
fire.
lady.
I did not know that.
Yes, yeah.
I know the guys that were with the Boy Scouts out here the other day, they were cooking her.
Now you want to talk about a big bird? Look at that
And
egg.
I think candle making is probably one of those.
Oh, yes.
Look how big that egg
You
is.
just want to be able to make candles and stuff.
Well.
Reckon there's
some
any
people
DNA in
go
that
asking
egg?
for something. Like they get dolls from the corn husks and they got brownie cakes and they kept saying, can we have a candle? Well, I thought, well, that would be great. I'll send them over her candle, we'll light it and their mother will have a fire in the house. So I decided I wanted to stay away from that. But someone suggested if they could.
Dip them in hot water.
Hot water, yeah. No, that's wax with lavender in it.
Wax with lavender in it. Looks like water.
It does when it's, see, it was outside yesterday, so I didn't worry about the wax on the floor. Now I'm wondering. I don't want it to drip, and I see drips. Gonna have some wax on it. So maybe I'll just move this over here and let the wax drop on that. Okay, see,
It
everything
might
is-
melt on that.
I don't think so. Anyhow, this is gonna be discarded.
That's
thrown
wood
away.
anyway. That's wood too. So it won't hurt nothing.
No, I don't think this is wood, is it? No, plastic.
Oh, okay.
I had to get, couldn't get the outlet to work outside for me, so I had to move in here. Probably best for a day like today anyway.
Yeah. You'd have a hard time getting on the dry out there. Getting
Yes.
rained on.
I can see rain on my wax,
And what do you do with them next when they dry?
When they get cool, then you take them and you dip them again. You keep dipping them till they get to the width you want.
Oh,
And you know the width you want by this. And they're all hand carved. That's what they had, wood. Once they got a little better, this is my little spiel. Once they had like a blacksmith, they could get them out of metal.
cool.
But, and then this one was also carved. These are all hand carved.
Okay.
Now that's something I didn't know, that they keep dipping it, make it till you made it bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, that's the only way you can
I
get
never
them
knew
bigger.
that.
The only way you can get them
I thought they
bigger.
might have poured it in something and
You can, and probably next year maybe I'll start getting some molds, and you can do it with molds. But this is how they just keep getting bigger and bigger. See, this one's getting
that's
already.
a hurry you go, ain't it?
It just takes time. I will. Who should I ask for if it's not working?
Just yell.
Okay, I will.
Mark, my name is Mark, by the way.
Mark.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought his name was Yale.
Yeah. Strange sense of humor that Southerners have. Yeah. We're going to be dipping until they get wide enough. And I did bring these two because I had melted all mine. But I'd have to carve this down into here.
Yeah.
Because and then you cut it and then you can actually use it as a candle, and it has some lavender in it. So it looks nice, and I brought more of these. We can roll it in. You can roll the candles when they're soft in rose petals. And I also have lavender, and I have lavender stalks.
I can smell it.
And I have rosemary. All this comes from my house.
Oh,
There we go.
well, I might come back and get a picture of some of those when they get bigger. That's what they look like right now.
They are skinny little things right now. So you can open up. If I had some of these, what you do is you put them in a container. But I've always tried to do it the way the early pioneers would do it because I thought that's what this was about.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to use too many things that you would have later on.
Right.
You know. These were when the people
The more
showed up.
easier way of doing
Yeah.
things.
So, but this one would sit in, and then you would just hold on to the top of it, and you'd pour the wax in the bowl. And I can get littler ones. I should bring my little ones in. So it grows every year. This is the only second year I've ever done it. So, and I offered to help the lady who was doing candles, and Jessica said, "Oh, we would love to have candles." And then suddenly it was my job, which I thought was very funny, because I never considered myself a.
You got volunteered.
That's what my daughter said. You asked for it, you volunteered.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And they would do this in the fall when they slaughtered the pigs, and they would make it out of pig fat.
Pig fat.
Pig fat was what they used initially, of course.
Yeah.
They had whatever they had. I mean, if you could find a,
Well, we've got a pig out there.
I don't think they'd let me go there. But that's what they did, but it wasn't very good. It burned very fast, it smoked, it smelled, and it popped, you know.
Yeah.
Once they were able, if you could find a beehive, you could get beeswax.
Oh, yeah.
Beeswax was beautiful. And before they learned how to put them in boxes and collect bees, which was the early days, you would have to find a beehive, and then you would get some really nice beeswax. This is beeswax and tallow. There's not much smell. It smells mainly of beeswax. But you don't find anybody that makes tallow anymore. So I just have examples to show them. Their attention span is short.
Yeah. Gotta kind of get it.
So you tell them the highlights.
Get the highlights, all the information, the important information out there, huh?
Just let them know that they couldn't go into their houses and turn on the lights
Yeah.
after it got dark. Everything had to be done during the day.
Can't you see them all coming in late at night, fiddling around the house? I know I said that candle somewhere in here.
Well, they could always go by the fire. Usually the fire gave them some light. But if you wanted to read anything or socialize, it was real hard without
Yeah.
candles.
The
And they had to make a year's worth at a time, too.
kind of like being down here in the camp. It's pitch dark down there at night, so I mean, you gotta have a light close by.
Well, now we have flashlights, which are even
Yeah.
better.
Don't have to
So
make
these
torch.
are the wooden ones. See, they either had twine, like these are, or they had wooden ones. Whatever they had. They didn't have twine, they didn't have old rags, then they used wood, they made slivers. They got ready for weeks, I'm sure, before the slaughter. And they
Oh, yeah.
Because then the whole family did it, and they did a year's worth of candles. See, up there on my
Yeah,
poster.
saw that. Make a year's worth at one time.
Yeah, and then they were very careful how they used them. Because if they didn't have them, then it was
Dark.
dark. Very dark. Let me see, this is pretty.
All right. How long will it take to make one of those the size of this here, say?
It's going to take me most of today,
Most of the day. Wow.
and I'll have to just keep at it.
Well, we'll come back.
You got the umbrellas in
Look at the
here?
ones you got started. See how small they are right now?
Yeah.
We'll come back, and this is the way they end up right here.
Oh, she said there was
And I
much
rolled them in
there on the
lavender.
shelf.
And then seal the lavender in.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool. Corn and twine, and that was the toys back then.
Yes, Pat and parents for children. And this is girl one. What's girl?
Oh,
And hair with corn silk.
and all done with corn and twine.
Yes. My
Nothing.
Soak them in the water to make them pliable.
Well, yeah, well, it's good. Yeah. So now, does anybody want a Christmas present? I'll send you a doll. You have to put your own face on it, though.
Oh, please.
All right. I can't get no rest because my bed's all wet.
Is it?
Yeah, right here. Well, the news people are here. Been here for over an hour now. Well, I'm out here under the tent, and in spite of the rain, there's quite a few kids over there at the corn grinder making meal. There'll probably be some over here. We ain't gonna be able to ride no ponies while it's raining today, but we do have the petting zoo if they want to pet some wet animals. And we do have the gym mines still if they want to try to do the gymming. But it's definitely that's definitely still coming out. That's 2 classes over there right now. 2 different teachers. They moved the corn grinding up under the porch there on the house, on that little house there. And let's see, well, the candle making and doll making and music's all inside Walker Hall. So that's all been done inside. And unfortunately, everything we do is outside. So rain's not supposed, it's supposed to rain, it's not raining hard, but it's steady. Just it's supposed to rain throughout all day. I don't see no breaks in it according to the weatherman anyway, until early morning. But it is what it is. Some of this stuff is, these like the petting zoo and the gym mine is prepaid stuff. A lot of them, you know, we've got several prepaid online, but pony rides, nobody, we don't, that's not prepaid, and they do that as they come. But we're not going to be doing that today. The horses out here walking around behind me, enjoying the wash down, and they'll get a good brush down with that water. And they're like, this morning, you ain't gonna believe it. They were like, it's raining, we ain't gotta work, but hey, what about some food over here? We still gotta eat. But yeah, it's gonna be it's still gonna be a fun day. There'll still be some people come around. We'll take care of that. All right, I'm gonna go back and see the candle maker later, and we'll look at the ones that she had just started and see how far she got, how big they got. Okay, y'all keep smiling. The day is just wet. I mean, starting.
That's why it took you better part of
It's been about 2 hours,
And we got them a little bit thicker.
and they've
And the
gotten,
kids are doing them, so
they're getting a little thicker. Got a ways to go.
it does.
You hanging there?
I'm using a different kind of twine here. See if that works better.
Is that one of the newest ones?
Yeah, that's.
That's one that's just starting.
Yep, I'm
Are
using.
these on this first rack right here? The ones that about 2 hours ago that we did the video on.
Yeah. It's not as efficient as they would be, but I have kids doing it here. Sometimes I keep them in the wax too long, because if you leave them in the wax too long, it melts the wax off.
See how thick it's getting?
Yeah, it is. It's good. This one's doing good.
Yeah. All right. We'll check back one more time before the day's over. And see.
What time is it?
big sound box will, the sound will fade, but with the big sound box, it takes a while, doesn't it? So, keep everybody happy, or they might play at, at a wagon train circle for the evening. Maybe they'd have a dance. Okay? Small instruments travel well. Big instruments do not. Okay? It's like, think about going on an airplane. You can bring a mandolin. You can't necessarily bring a guitar on board an airplane. You have to send it as luggage, which is like, oh my gosh, we'd never do that. They break too easily. Okay, so you were asking about this chart here. Let me turn that. Okay, so these are songs from the 1800s. The numbers here are dates. So years, 1873, 1830, 1897, etc., etc. Okay? How many, let's see, do you recognize any of those songs? Raise your hand if you recognize some. How many recognize Mary Had a Little Lamb? Buffalo Gals? No? How about Oh Susanna? Oh, I come from Alabama, Jingle Bells? Okay, we got Jingle Bells. Camptown Racers sing this song. If you go to the Kentucky Derby, everyone sings that. Okay? Arkansas Traveler is more of an instrumental, but it's a funny tune. Old Kentucky Home. And that's pretty darn local. That's only a state norm. Who has taken piano lessons? Okay. You know the tune Chopsticks? Well, that was written 1877. Oh My Darling, Clementine? That's the song. Daisy, Bicycle Wilford too. These are songs that were written in the 1800s, but you know them. And the adults know more of them. And my parents knew probably all of them, as do I, because I've been exposed all my life to music. Not that I'm very old. The barber put something in my hair to turn it gray. So, who wants to sing some songs? Are you sure? I trade you number. This one? Yeah, that has all the chords. But I'll just take that.
Oh, you want that one back?
Yeah. So, if you, I mean, you all know Jingle Bells, right?
Yes.
Okay, they're in order.
I used to play on the fourth one.
So, if we do some songs, if you could just hold it, so we see it. Thank you so much. Okay, let me get to my song. That's the fourth one, right?
What? You gonna say it?
Okay, I'll play it on a very portable instrument, the mandolin. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, walking all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. Sing loud. On it is the dancing, sleigh something bright. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, the fire is sing right in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, the fire is sing right in a one-horse open sleigh. Very good, good. All right. Look, 6 years ago. Almost 200 years ago. And you know it. Instagram? What?
I could play it on the piano, but I forgot. I could play it like
You ready?
last year.
Mary had a little lamb, little lamb. to sing. You chose it.
Yeah, the boys over here.
We followed her to school one day, school one day, school one day. Followed her to school one day, which was against the rules. Sing.
Candle size, so they can fit into
Okay,
one
so
of
she'll
these.
be working on them again tomorrow.
And
so we're
hopefully,
gonna-
this slows me down when I have the kids doing it. Once one does it, they all will have to do it. So I may have to start some new ones because you have to let them get to a certain stage before you can dip them again. Otherwise, all you do is melt off the wax you just put on.
My house burned. I lost my candles that I made here.
So we're gonna end the video for today. We should be working on the same ones tomorrow.
But they're fatter than this morning, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, they went from little stringies with little covers on them to little fat
Getting chubby.
covers on them.
We're getting chubby.
Some of them look a little out of shape there.
Yeah, well, we're going to work on that. And if they're a little out of shape, we can, as they get thicker, they usually do come
Yeah.
form. And then you can, I have to take this one home so I can shave the bottom to get it to fit properly. So I'm bringing that home.
Need the whittler over here to whittle
I
it down.
know, I know. Well, what I did originally was I had something hanging on the bottoms to keep them straight. And they absorbed a lot of wax. And so I was cutting it off, and that's what I have to do here. And then as soon as they get bigger, I want to start rolling them in and making little patterns. And then we have rose, all this stuff came from my garden. So, and they like to smell the lavender. More little
I
noses
like
on
lavender.
this. So,
I buy that lavender cleaner stuff even to clean with.
well, lavender grows here if you get the right kind. There is a variety of lavender that's has been grown for this area. I think it's not Provençal. It's Provençal you can, and that will grow, but it's phenomenal. It's called phenomenal.
I'll have to look that one up because I don't have lavender in my garden right now. I've got.
Well, if you go to Cloudland Canyon to Lavender Farms, she'll sit and chat with you. I asked her, I said, I'm having trouble with my lavender. And she said, well, do you have a minute? We ran out and looked at all her wonderful lavender. She told me how to cut it back. And she said, the phenomenal is what you really want because that has been bred for this area. It's like roses and anything else.
Well, folks, it's been a rainy day. There wasn't no pony riding done today. We did do some petting zoo, and a couple of people did the gem mining that had prepaid already. And of course, we've been making candles, and we've been listening to the kids play the old timey songs. Bet you didn't know they came back from the 1800s, did you? Some of them songs you heard. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up for today. I'm gonna probably head towards the city in order to get enough internet to put this one out. But everybody have a wonderful day, and remember, tomorrow can be a brighter day. It will be. Saturday is going to be wide open here, and the schools actually changed their dates from today to tomorrow and the next day. Some of them did. There was a few schools here, but some of them done moved their days. So we're going to be double whammied. So I might not get to do no video on it all a few days. And then Saturday's going to be unreal. So I'll leave you with that. Random things I do. God bless. Remember, keep smiling because Jesus loves you. And I do too. Good night.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Bobby. Hey. This is where.
You get something made? Close. Wow. Yeah.
Bye.